Hey friends, Diane here. Oh, how I love the story about the guide in the art museum. You can check out the story on pages 90 and 91. The very work he was sent to reveal, he began to conceal. Then Mr. Lucado talks about the first time God moved him to display God's masterpiece. That is, to share his story of salvation with his church's youth group. I told my story, and lo and behold, they listened. One even approached me afterward and said something like, "That moved me, Max." My chest lifted and my feet shifted just a step in the direction of the painting. God has been nudging me back ever since. Again, I cannot emphasize more how simple and profound this pastor's words are. Who can't understand his message? We are not the masterpiece, but we have the utmost privilege to lead others to him, answer a question or two, then step out of the way as others stand in awe. Again, see page 90 in the book. What can keep us in balance is to remember it's not about us. This author quotes St. Paul again. So the one who plants is not important, and the one who waters is not important. Only God who makes things grow is important. God certainly loves us, but we are not so important that his whole plan hinges on anyone other than Jesus. We are just not that vital. All creation is subject to God's use. Mr. Lucado says that God used a donkey, a staff-turned snake, a stubborn oxen, and a big fish to deliver his message. God doesn't need you and me to do his work. We are expedient messengers, ambassadors by his kindness, not by our cleverness. God does not need us, but he sure wants us. This should serve to deepen our love for him, because if he needed us, he'd have no choice but to put up with us. But because we are not vital, it is his choice to engage with us, no matter how many times we push him away, how many times we fall into sin, how many times we moan and complain, how many times we act like ungrateful children. No matter how many times we are our imperfect human selves, God desires to love us, and he hopes we will cooperate in sharing his message of this all-encompassing love to the world. Please don't miss the amazing story about one of the best sermons ever. It's found at the end of this chapter 9 of this great book. Our message should be his message, Jesus and his salvation. No message is more important, and no message is more needed. Let's continue tomorrow. See you then.